Welcome to Klaus's Kitchen, and I'm here to get you ready for your fruit smoothie cooking lab. You'll be using a blender, some orange juice, some milk, honey is optional, some fruit, we have some Greek yogurt, ice, and bananas. A couple of things that we need to remember before we get started. Always wash your hands. We want to make sure our tools are nice and clean, including our hands. The next thing we need to look at is how the blender works. So with the blender, you have a glass pitcher that you'll be using. It will have a lid, and your lid will even have a twist-out cap at the top. That cap can be left in. We don't need to take it out for what we're doing today. The bottom of the blender will come off in several pieces. You'll have a piece that will hold on your blade, and you will have a rubber seal that will hold all your liquid in. I would encourage you to take this apart before you use it to make sure that it's clean. Some of the students who may have used it before might not have cleaned it, and you want to make sure it's nice and clean. When you reassemble it, start with putting the rubber seal on the bottom, then put on the blade, and then you twist on that cap that locks it all into place. Now you want to twist it on nice and tight, but not so tight that you can't get it off at the end of the lab to wash it. Your blender is then going to sit right on top, and you'll notice that there are a bunch of different buttons here. The biggest thing we want to take a look at is we want to make sure that we're pulsing when we do this, because if we just puree it, you'll turn it into fruit soup more than a fruit smoothie. So a couple of things as we get going with this. You can choose to use a brown banana or a green banana. The nice thing about a green banana is you don't absorb as much of the sugars from it because there's not as many there, but it's not as sweet. The browner the banana, the sweeter it is. So in this particular case, we're going to go ahead and use the brown banana because that way I won't have to sweeten it later. And I'm just going to break this up and put it right into the pitcher. Then I'm going to add some Greek yogurt. And in this particular case, I am using a strawberry Greek yogurt, just is going to add a little more flavor. I hope you remember why we're choosing Greek yogurt over regular yogurt. Can you remember? It is because it does have twice the protein as the other yogurts. Okay, next thing we're going to do is add a little bit of ice. If all of our fruit was frozen, we would not need any ice. But since our banana's not frozen and our yogurt's not frozen, we're going to add just a little bit of ice to make it a frozen fruit smoothie. Now, for our fruit, I am using, and you can use any mixture of fruit to get to your total fruit quantity for your smoothie. I am using a mixture of berries, pomegranate, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, so this will be very good. So you need to get 2 cups of fruit. So I'm just going to measure these out using my dry measuring cup. Then I'm going to add my liquid. And we are using milk, about 1 cup. And you will see I don't measure very often. But for the purpose of this lab, make sure you're measuring and you're using the liquid measuring cups to do so. And here is some orange juice. Now this will be really loud when I turn it on, but there's a couple of things I want you to know before I turn it on. Once I turn it on, I'm going to make sure my hand stays on the top, because if I don't, the pressure from this could actually cause the lid to shoot off and spray the fruit smoothie everywhere. So we want to make sure we leave our hand on it. And then I'm going to choose the button that says pulse. So I've hit high, and that's the button that's pushed in, and now I'm going to hit pulse. And I'm going to pulse this a few times. So here we go. It'll be noisy. And now I'm just going to stir it up a little bit and make sure the consistency is what I'm looking for. Okay, looks to be pretty good. We're going to pulse it just twice more. be more liquidy, you can add more orange juice or milk. If you like it to be more frozen, you can always add more ice. So we're going to pour this into a cup. Check out and see how our fruit smoothie has turned out. Looks delicious. Berry pomegranate fruit smoothie today. Very nutritious, full of antioxidants, healthy for you, and packed full of protein because we've added that Greek yogurt. Enjoy your cooking lab. It will be fun.